Hello everybody, welcome back to High Ground. My name is Tanner, and today we are going to do the final prediction video for 6th Invitational 2025. We're talking about the grand final. So let's do a little bit of recap on my predictions in bracket. I haven't actually done that well in terms of the ones that I clicked the button on predicting, but I will say, I think a few people are upset by the fact that my exact predictions weren't good because a few people unsubscribed, maybe unrelated, maybe related. One weird dude was commenting some stuff. But I did say for almost all of these that you should not actually pick these. I was going with these for sort of peace of mind. I didn't want to predict against the team I actually wanted to win, even if they were pretty massive underdogs. If my life was on the line and I had to try to predict as many as I could actually correctly, I certainly would have gone with BDS over Space Station. I would have gone with FaZe over Space Station. I would have gone with FaZe over Unwanted, and I would have gone with FaZe over Furia. So I would have had 4 more points, and you could very well have 4 more points had you gone with the prediction that I actually recommended rather than the one I actually went with. On the previous video that I got up just this morning, only a few hundred views on that one compared to a few thousand on the other one, so not that many people saw it because it was a little bit last minute. I did pin a comment before the game started, and I said, because I meant to say this in the video, but I was running late, so I didn't remember to say it, but I said that if I was not going to pick Unwanted, I would have picked FaZe here, and they end up destroying both Unwanted and Furia. They get their revenge against Furia for not only last year, but also for the group stage. Furia played only 2 maps in every single series they played. They got 2-0'd by Cyclops, they 2-0'd all the other members of their group, and they 2-0'd everyone in bracket until they got to BDS, where they got 2-0'd, and also 2-0'd by FaZe Clan. So again, had you gone with the predictions I actually recommended, you would only be missing 1 point. Maybe you would have even flipped this one because I said this felt like a coin flip in my mind. I should have gone with my gut feeling. I did think BDS, but I will take the fall for this one. All the other ones, I mean, if you wanted to go with the coat pick like I did, I think that's sort of on you. Grand final, BDS up against FaZe Clan. This is another one that's really, really hard to pick. With Furia eliminated, that guarantees that we will have a new organization crowned as a 6th Invitational winning organization, and we will have 5 new players. BDS as an org and all 5 of their players, this is their first SI Grand Final. This is actually their 4th Grand Final in a row, but the other 3, of course, were not for SI. And this is FaZe's 2nd SI Grand Final in a row. They weren't in any of the Grand Finals this year, between last SI and this SI, but they were in the Grand Final last year. I don't need to remind you that they choked on the final map up against then W7M, now Furia, who, again, they just got their revenge on down here. So yeah, back-to-back Grand Finals for them, looking for redemption. This is really hard to pick. In terms of storyline, I don't know which one's better. Like BDS, I think it would be a little bit sweeter had they lost Esports World Cup, had they got second, and then they finally wanted SI, but it's a little bit murkier since they did get a first place there, for the 3rd year in a row. Oil money merchants. And FaZe Clan, it's obviously redemption for getting second one year, winning the next year. This is not the first time we've seen this. We saw, W7M get 2nd place in 2023 and then win in 2024. We saw Ninjas in Pajamas get 2nd place in 2020 and then win in 2021. It would be crazy for it to happen a 3rd time, and actually all 3 times it would be for Brazilian teams, W7M, Ninjas in Pajamas, and FaZe Clan. So ultimately, I'm gonna say BDS. They are coming from the upper bracket, and that would be a trend breaker because for the last several years now, the winner of the event has come from the lower bracket. I can't remember if TSM came from the upper or lower bracket in 2022. But G2 in 2023, they came from the lower bracket. In 2024, last year, W7M came from the lower bracket to win it. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go with BDS. If you think it's FaZe Clan, let me know. Which one do you think is the better storyline? Which one do you think is the more likely winner? Again, BDS, 4 Grand Finals in a row. FaZe, 2 SI Grand Finals in a row. The winner has, for the last few years, come from the lower bracket. FaZe is a lot more warmed up. They had matches against 2 top teams, the 3rd and 4th placers here at SI, and they crushed both of them. And then BDS, I guess, also, they've had a lot of close ones in this SI. Both BDS and FaZe have had several close ones, but FaZe's last couple were not close. BDS, their very last map wasn't especially close. They 2-0'd Furia. They had a close bout against Space Station. They had a close one against Unwanted. They had some close matches in groups. So I don't know. I'm gonna say BDS. I picked against them here. Maybe I will get it wrong once again, but that is what I'm going to go with. And I think that's gonna do it for me. Maybe I'll do a full prediction recap after the event. And I do plan to at least do a bracket recap for the event in general, not looking at predictions specifically because I did do one of those for groups. So expect at least one more video after this, but the SI coverage is coming to a close. Hopefully this is another great SI Grand Final. Pretty much every SI Grand Final we've ever had has been fantastic, but it is going to be hard to top last year's. That's one of, I mean, most people would say, most Siege watchers would say that that's probably one of the greatest esports matches of all time. But anyways, I hope BDS versus FaZe Clan is another great one. That's going to do it for me. I will catch you guys next time.